going on, Gaming Nation? We are back with another episode. This time we're talking about the Gaming Awards 2017. Of course, we got the panelists, as I like to call them, here tonight. We got Daryl, Mr. Inferno. What's up, man?
What's up, Clay? What's up, Dan? How y'all doing?
Hey.
Feeling good. And of course, you just heard the voice of my man, Dan D. Braz. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Gaming Nation, what's good? We feeling good tonight. We're about to talk about the Gaming Awards, and I'm so excited about this episode. Let's go. Back to you, Clay. Let's get it.
And of course, I am your host for this evening, Clay from Tales of the Blade. Before we begin, I do want to announce something. I've actually been saving it for a live stream that we're going to have on Tales of the Blade, not to bump it too much. But recently we've been, my wife and I have been in a little bit of a fight with some medical issues, but we got the pathologist report back. She came back clean.
Oh, hey!
That was big. My wife won the fight with cancer, so we're going to keep going from there. So there you go.
Yeah, that's some good news.
Big shout out to all the survivors and all the fighters who are dealing with this. Much love to you guys. Stay strong. It does get better. Just keep strong, keep in the fight. Let's keep going. All right. To the Gaming Awards 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, that show was awesome. I mean, it definitely wasn't one of the better Gaming Awards shows that I've seen from recent years, but it had a good feeling to it, and it was actually a lot of fun. There were some really good moments and, of course, some amazing trailers, and so overall, it was pretty enjoyable. Daryl, how'd you feel about it, man?
Oh, man, I loved it. Okay, I love the Game Awards. Okay, I mean that's what I look forward to. You know, people got all the other award shows, just like I think it was Josh Joseph from A Way Out, producer. Like he said at the beginning, blank. We can't curse on here. Okay, we don't want to get moderated. But like he said, blank from the Oscars. That's how I feel. I don't want to watch the Oscars. I don't care about the Grammys. I care about the Gaming Awards. That's what it's all about. Man, I was excited about it. The Gaming Awards was awesome. That's what I look forward to every year. Now, like me and Clay discussed earlier, I mean, it wasn't one of the better ones, but it was still great. That's what I look forward to. It was a lot of exciting moments, a lot of great trailers, a lot of great games are coming out. I'm excited. 2018 is going to be lit. What you got?
That's right.
Hey, you got it right, bro. 2018 is going to be lit. It's going to be Litsburg, guys. It's going to be nuts. They got a bunch of stuff that they gave us, a lot of good trailers. The awards were just dope in general. I mean, some games that I thought, that's not going to win. I want that to win, though. It won. Like, it was great, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But, I mean, I've only been watching the Gaming Awards for, 2 or 3 years, and this year it was pretty impressive. I liked it. Overall, I give it a 9 out of 10 for real.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I can completely agree with that. Now, before we carry on to the next bit, it sounds like we just got another little jump in here. So, guys, introducing the man himself, the guy behind Fandoms Anonymous, Malcolm. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing well, Clay. How are you?
And he comes in with the voice. I'm doing great, brother. So, of course, we're talking about the Gaming Awards 2017. Did you get a chance to watch that?
I did not have a chance to check that out.
Really? Okay. Well, of course, it's on the Gaming Nation page. You can go there. You can check it out. It was an IGN video, but we posted it on there. Check out the Gaming Nation group on Facebook. We'd love to have you there for the discussion. So moving on to the favorite trailers. Daryl, we'll start with you, man. What was your favorite trailer or your most anticipated game from the trailers they presented?
Oh, man, old school game. Old school. We didn't see much of it, but it was enough to get me excited. Soul Calibur 6. Man, I'm excited about it. Okay, I remember growing up playing Soul Calibur. Since Malcolm on here, he can let you know how many times I used to kick his butt and, my brother's butt. I used to just rule. I used to play with Cervantes, and I used to just kick butt with those 2 swords. And now there's a Soul Calibur 6 on the way. Man, I was upset that I didn't see more. I needed to see more, okay? And, of course, it made me want to get a Switch because Bayonetta 3 But also, hold on, Bayonetta 1 and 2 going to get remastered for the Switch. Also, we get a Bayonetta 3. Bayonetta was a great game. I played it on the PlayStation, Bayonetta 1. Yeah. So, it was Bayonetta 2, I think it was exclusive for Nintendo. But now, since Bayonetta 3 coming for the Switch, it's kind of making me want to get a Switch now. So, those are the two games that really, really stood out to me.
Absolutely. I can definitely agree with you on the whole, on the Bayonetta bit. It's got some of the most amazing soundtrack, some of the best gameplay of an action-type platformer like that, a lot like Devil May Cry, except, in my opinion, faster paced, more so in action-packed. It was crazy as heck. And I like what you said about Soul Calibur and it being nostalgic. The cool thing that I saw from the trailer was if you saw in the trailer they showed the other game's main storylines and they did it in reverse order, which tells me, because that's obviously a young Sophia and Mitsurugi, that this is going to be a prequel to all of that. So maybe we're looking at a reboot here. Don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see when they release more. Dan, how about you, man?
Yo, I'm not going to lie. I was going to talk about Soul Calibur, but since you guys got that covered, I'm going to talk about two games. Okay, so the best game that I saw that really caught my eye, that I was just like blown away, was Death Stranding.
Mm-hmm.
That, it was like a movie. Like oh my gosh, it was so good. Like, they released like a 7-minute trailer, super long, and I watched the whole thing, sat there, and I was into it. I don't know how the gameplay is going to be like. It could be great, it could be bad, but based on that trailer of what they gave us, and, that you can tell some teams really push it with the graphics. With this, it was like there was a point where I thought the people were almost real. It was insane. I like that little, I don't know what it's called, but the thing they had on their shoulder that helped them as like an accessory to everything. It was dope. I liked it. And then another game that I saw that I think I would really love to play was Metro Exodus. And basically it was like the world went to crap. And it's like you and your girl, but then you're going out and killing these little monster-looking, like part wolf, part gorilla type things. Like it was pretty cool, man. And that's more of a style game that I really liked. But man, that other game, that Death Stranding, that blew me away as a trailer for real.
Man, honestly, you covered it all right there with the Death Stranding trailer, and that was actually going to be the game I was going to talk about. That, and of course, Shadows Die Twice, the new game from Software. I'm very curious to know what's going on. I've been a big Dark Souls and Bloodborne fan for not too long, but I definitely got into the series recently, and I'm a hardcore addict fan for it now. So I'm curious to see what's going on there. But Death Stranding, I seriously just want to get inside Kojima's head and swim around for like 5 minutes, because even the playable teaser for his Silent Hills game that he was working on with Konami and Guillermo del Toro with Norman Reedus was insane. And I do stress the term insane. The game made you sit there and think, like, am I in an asylum? What's going on? Is this a fever dream? What's the deal? It's crazy, but the things you see, it's like, are they dead? Is this like an upside down, kind of like the upside down from Stranger Things? There we go. That's the one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when I seen Death Stranding, I was the same way. Like, I was like, man, what is going on? I didn't know what was going on. I was scared, excited, all at the same time.
Even from the original trailer we got, I'm sitting here like, so what's up with the handprints and the standing off and the things floating in the naked Norman Reedus and the baby? What's the deal? And then the Mads Mikkelsen reveal. It raised so many more questions, and I'm just like, just come out with the game already. I'm curious. Malcolm, anything you want to add to that, man?
Soul Calibur 6.
Yes, sir.
That was my game back in the day. If I wasn't playing with Nightmare, I had to learn how to play with Nightmare. But when I started playing with Cervantes, it was a different story. And, I used to love going to the arcade and, you crank up Soul Calibur, you click a character, Cervantes. You ready to go at it. Or then you select Nightmare. The sword come out, man. Yeah, Madera said it best. We used to have a good old time playing some good old Soul Calibur back in the day. So I'm definitely excited for that one. I did catch that trailer.
Oh, for sure.
Hey, so I know, did y'all catch that? You know how the big cousin always have that certain character he kick butt with, and the little cousin see that character and he wanted. That's what just happened here. He's seen me kicking butt with Cervantes, you know, him being a little cousin. Well, I want that character right there, so kind of cop it off me. That's how I feel.
I have one rebuttal to Shed Guitar Hero. Continue, Clay.
Damn.
I'll let you have that. Let's move on, Clay. Let's move on.
No, I feel him on the Nightmare bit for sure. That was my character. Once I got started, everyone's like, "Dude, you need to stop playing with Nightmare." I'm like, "Why? Is it going to give you nightmares?" Terrible joke anyway. So moving on, let's talk about our favorite moments from the Game Awards. Now, of course, Daryl went ahead and jumped the gun on Joseph Fares, which was the A Way Out dev, talking about the Emmys or the Grammys or whichever one it was. It's one of those celebrity shows. Without getting too much into that part of it, because we don't want to rub against anybody wrong here and ain't trying to hit anybody's feelings. Let's talk about that favorite moments there. Dan, we'll start with you this time, man.
Man, favorite moments. All I really got to say are two things for me. Was Nintendo, first of all. They ruled this. Like, it was crazy because there was a lot of good nominations, and when it came down to it, Nintendo stepped up and they got it. I mean, we could start with the best family game was Super Mario Odyssey, the best strategy game was Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and then the best action adventure game and game of the year was Legend of Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Breath of the Wind, like, they just went crazy. I mean, there's so much we could talk about there. I mean, I bet you guys probably want to get into that a little bit, talk about that. And I can't forget, they had the best handheld game also, Metroid Samus Returns.
Yep.
So, you know, they brought everything to the table. The best action game was Wolfenstein 2. I actually played that game. It's pretty fun. But the big game that I thought kind of won it for me, I've been playing this game, bought it the day it came out, and I knew it was going to be best fighting game of the year, and I'm talking about Injustice 2. I was happy when it won. I'm not going to lie. That was a small moment to some, but I was happy because out of all the fighting games I've played, this game is probably the best fighting game I've ever played. And I've played every single fighting game I can get my hands on, and this brings everything to the table. It's pretty crazy. If you guys haven't played Injustice 2, play Injustice 2. It's fun.
Absolutely, and I'm definitely feeling you on the Injustice 2 bit, but of course, the two biggest moments for me were, of course, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild taking home Game of the Year, and the speech afterward. While I'm not 100% fluent in Japanese, I know there was one portion of it that really struck home, because I heard them mention Satoru Iwata's name. If you don't know who that is, he was one of the big directors in Nintendo. I think he was the CEO at the time. And he died recently, and they immortalized him inside of Breath of the Wild along with Robin Williams as well. So that was a big moment for me. I definitely kind of clinched up a little bit there and a little tear to the eye. It was definitely an unscripted moment because when he said it, the guy couldn't even follow up. He just said, "Thank you very much," and that's all he could get. But it was definitely really, really hardcore. And, of course, taking what was the other one? I forget it, but it was really awesome. Sorry.
I think there was a lot of exciting moments.
Yeah.
And the whole thing. It was a lot of funny moments. Like, it was just so many people throwing shots at EA. It was kind of funny. But, I think it's a good thing. So it's letting people know that microtransactions need to, not exist.
Yeah,
it was just so funny when one of the guys opened the card, and before he opened the card, he says, "Well, hold on, I got to pay a microtransaction." And it was just so funny. I was just laughing. And with Bethesda, they throw their little shots out at the EA. So this was just really, really funny.
Oh no, it was awesome. And the whole Joseph Fares rant, and of course, if you guys are on the Gaming Nation page, I did post that links as well. His entire rant was based on, this being the gaming being the true award show. It's all about the unity in that and the emotion all gathered up behind that one theme of gaming, which is, of course, what we're about here on Gaming Nation, so we understand that viewpoint. And then him talking, because he actually works with EA. That was my biggest thing with that. He works with them, so I'm like, okay, so is he coming after? But he straight up said that, look, it was a business model that they screwed up on, and they immediately withdrew it. It was just something they tried to push to make a little more money. But they're a business, and you kind of got to understand it from that viewpoint.
And it just show you, like, you know, we all human, and we all make mistakes.
Sure.
Clearly, EA made a big mistake. And let's let them learn from it. Instead of us, you know, just blackballing EA, let's let them try to get back to, you know, the games. Because EA has a lot of great games out there. We can't lie about it. EA has a lot of great games out there. So instead of blackballing EA, let's give them a chance to, you know, get back to the old ways. And I think that's what his rant was basically saying. It wasn't like he was actually dissing EA. He was letting everybody know they made a mistake. Let's let them build from it. And I think that's what we all should look at.
Daryl, besides the Joseph Ferris rant, which of course seems to stick out really big for you, what were some of your other favorite moments from the Game Awards, huh?
So the other favorite moments, the music. The music was great. I mean, I'm listening to the music. Even when they had that live performance of Mario Odyssey, I mean, that was, just awesome. I mean, the music on here was just great. I know I probably stole that from Dan because, you know, Dan's the music guy, but the music was great. I mean, I love the music.
I mean,
Hey, yo, if I was giving a live music review, that band that was doing that Mario song, they got a 5 from me, boys. It was great.
I'm telling you. Now, the Game Awards Orchestra, man, they really bring it every year, especially back when Assassin's Creed 3 first came out, and that was the year also for Dishonored and Journey. I'll actually post that link later if I can find it to the Gaming Nation page. Let y'all hear that orchestra that compilation. It was incredible. That show, of course, was hosted by Samuel L. Jackson, so that made the whole thing even more amusing. Malcolm, what do you take away from any of that, man?
Well, for me, it's good to see that nowadays we're getting award shows for different genres of things. Like I said, I didn't catch the Gaming Awards, but it's good to know that there are genres of entertainment that we all enjoy that there's an award show for. Now, me personally, I like watching all types of award shows, especially like the Grammys and the Golden Globes and stuff like that, you know, but it's awesome to see that video games come out in the forefront and you see your favorite games win, you see your favorite systems win, you know, so that's what I really took away from that.
That's right. And just like the Emmys and the Grammys and the Golden Globes, of course, video games are getting more and more shows that are showcasing, you know, the glory of just gaming culture. And, of course, you got E3, the Gaming Awards, the PlayStation Experience, and all kinds of other different amazing shows. BlizzCon is another place where they do a lot of it. So it is an amazing thing to see everybody stepping up and the different forms of entertainment really playing to the joy behind everybody's idea of entertainment. So I completely agree with you there, man. Now, as far as the whole show itself, there, of course, is always something you would have liked to have seen. There's something that they may not have brought out just yet that they were saving probably for a show like E3, which, of course, comes in June, and they were just kind of wrapping it up for the year. I know Square Enix held back a little bit because of the PlayStation Experience. They decided to unveil a few new things. Check that out, definitely. It's awesome. So, Daryl, what did you take away, or what would you have liked to have seen from the Game Awards?
Well, you guys probably already know this. I've been saying this for a lot. I wanted to see RDR 2. I just wanted to see something. They could have gave me just something a little bit more than what they already gave us. I wanted to see Red Dead Redemption 2. But, you know, Rockstar 10, you know, kind of stay away. They did bring us something. They brought us a trailer of their new DLC, you know, or the Doomsday. So they did bring us that, but I wanted to see some RDR 2. I mean, we got to think about this, okay? It's supposedly supposed to be came out this year. That's how until they pushed it to next year, spring of next year. But they haven't shown us anything. I mean, all these shows that came out, we think we're going to see some RDR 2. We haven't seen anything. I want to see some RDR 2.
So now I'm thinking that we're going to be on probably another delay. So I really, really wanted to see Red Dead Redemption 2, and I couldn't get that. So I was a little sad about that.
No, I completely agree with you there. I mean, it is kind of weird that they haven't shown us much more, but then again, the same can be said of Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Final Fantasy 7 remaster. They're really keeping very tight-lipped, but for Red Dead Redemption 2, it's definitely a little bit more mysterious because they did push it to, spring of 2018. So that's interesting. I wonder where they're going with that. We'll have to look more up. Dan, how about you, man?
Well, you kind of touched on it a little bit with the Kingdom Hearts. I wish they would give us something, show us something with that. Always loved Kingdom Hearts. I love that game since I was a little kid. But another thing that there was talks within the gamer forums and, between me and my friends who play Injustice, that they were going to add the Power Rangers in there. They already had the Ninja Turtles and Hellboy. They got as downloadable characters. They said the next one was the Power Rangers, and we would know by the Gaming Awards if we got it. Well, we didn't get it. So that probably means that we're not going to get the Power Rangers as an add-on on Injustice because that would be crazy. I mean, we already have the comic books out, right? We already had, it was there. It was there to have, and the deal didn't get done, as I know. And it kind of let me down a little bit because I totally wanted to fight Batman or Superman versus the Green Ranger.
I completely agree with you on that one for sure. That's a hard one to lock down. I mean, let's look at Jason David Frank and his deals with Haim Saban on even getting the ability to do My Morphin Life. Which they're now doing, of course, on Bat Sun. They really had to go to talks with Saban and all them to really kind of push the narrative of that show. And they finally, of course, got the deal, but it took so long. But it's going strong now, and it's a great show, I thought. Malcolm, I know you didn't see the Gaming Awards, but if anything, what would you have liked to have seen on there?
If I caught the Gaming Awards, knowing what type of gamer I am, I want to see more of the classics come back. And I know that's something we talk about all the time on here. But Super Mario Odyssey is really expanding out to be a combination of all of the classic Mario games, all of the tropes, all of the designs, all of the makeup of the game. But I want to see more classic stuff come back and not just throw something out there and then think we're going to catch it and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and settle for this. No. Bring some classics back. I want to see some stuff like SSX Tricky. I want to see some Twisted Metal. I want to see some stuff like give me some new NBA Street game. Give me some of that type of stuff. So I'm hoping that in the next couple of years, these gaming companies bring back some classics.
Dude,
that's good.
Yeah, I completely concur with that. Heck yeah. I mean, while Nintendo, and I'm not just talking about Nintendo in general, of course, this could span out to even Microsoft and Sony. While they did kind of, jump out and say, hey, we got this, new Bayonetta. Of course, that's, a new thing. But, yeah, like you said, man, Mario Odyssey, it really has pushed, what we expected back in Nintendo 64, Mario 64. I've been playing Mario Odyssey recently, and the game feels like Mario 64, and I was always excited about that game. It's an amazing title, so definitely would love to see them push the narrative of bringing back a lot of the classics.
Yeah, I would love to see some Mario Party art, something like this. So, yeah, definitely, some classics, like Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal was a very fun game.
When was the last time we saw Twisted Metal?
The last time I played Twisted, I think I played Twisted Metal Black, but I think it was for the PS3.
Yeah. No,
yeah, I think
Black was for the PS2.
Oh, okay. So, okay, PS2.
Yeah. So back in the day.
Whoa, yeah, that's the last time I played a Twisted Metal game, and the Twisted Metal game was fun. Just imagine with the graphics how these cars would look. I mean, wow, I would love to see a new Twisted Metal.
Without going too much into it, I definitely remember even getting a PlayStation just to play Twisted Metal. It was that was an awesome. I want to see what they would do with that. Of course, we come to the part of the show that we start talking about are coming up, different games, DLC that are coming up, and it being the holiday season, it's definitely a good idea to cover it. So, Dan, coming up this holiday season, man, what would you like our viewers to take a look at?
All right. Well, first of all, what I want my viewers, all of our people tuning in, I want you guys to look at are the new Pokemon 3DS, or the 2DSs coming out, XL. They're a little bit more, they're pricey, but these things are like an investment. It's like a stock. You get one of those, keep it in the box, and in a few years, it's a couple G's. I was looking at it. You go look at it, all of the versions of consoles and things you keep in the box, and this one is going to be one of those prime ones. Second of all, when a game that I think that is kind of intriguing that just came out, it's called Serial Cleaner. It's for the Xbox One, PS4, and the Switch. It's really weird. It's kind of twisted, guys. It's like you're a serial killer and you kill people, but your whole objective is to clean it up. And you're going to have people walking by, looking in the windows, people knocking on the doors, and you got to clean this mess up. I thought this was the weirdest game I've probably ever seen, and I thought there's no other place to cover this than Gaming Nation, bud. It's crazy. When I was looking at this, watching the trailer, I was like, holy crap, this is nuts. Like, you're a killer, and then you got to learn how to clean this up and get the body out before anybody knocks on the door or the cops show up. It was the weirdest game I think I've ever seen, man. Back to you, Clay.
That's like the opposite of every single game you play. It's like, no, you want to catch the killer, not clean up it. No, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Daryl, coming up, man, what you got for us?
Well, actually, I'm not going to be able to play this game right now, but, it kind of makes me want to get an Xbox. PUBG for the Xbox One.
Yes.
I mean, PUBG is a good game. I mean, I'm just watching the trailers. I'm watching the gameplay. PUBG is good. But I've noticed something. So for my PlayStation players, you gotta watch details. Right now for Xbox, it's saying it's a time exclusive. So meaning that we can possibly get this game. I think maybe possibly sometime in 2018, PlayStation 4 players will get PUBG because
oh man,
exclusive. So just go look out. Don't quote me on that, but I think PlayStation 4 players will end up getting PUBG. But I would love to probably just, borrow an Xbox. I think I might borrow my cousin's Xbox just to play this game.
Absolutely. And it's actually cool that you brought up PUBG because that was also covered at the Game Awards. It just recently hit Xbox One, so Xbox One players, definitely check out that game if you haven't already for the PC. It is amazing. It is a fun time. All the videos I've seen on it, fantastic. Malcolm, coming up, man, what you got for us?
Coming up, I just want a Nintendo Switch so I can play with Odyssey. That's it. That's all I want. I don't have nothing coming up. It's already here. I just want a Switch. Just start singing the Christmas song. I just want a Switch for Christmas. That's my new song, everybody. I'm gonna put that on Dan at the fan club. I'm gonna put that on their Monday music review. All right, so that track is gonna drop. I just want to.
Hey, come on, dude. Let's go.
I saw Santa Claus in the mall the other day, and I was trying to avoid him because he ticked me off for the last 27 years. So I'm walking out the mall, and he throws his hands up in his wave with a little twinkle in his eye, and I couldn't resist. And I waved back. And he looked at me and he said, "How you doing?" And I said, "I'm all right. Great." I said, "I want a Nintendo Switch for Christmas." And I'm yelling across the mall because he's at his little booth with the train going around, so I couldn't just walk in there. So he's like, "What?" And I was like, "I want a Nintendo Switch for Christmas." She said, "I got to check the list." We don't use language on this show, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm just let's let you know how I felt.
Oh, man. It got that bad. Okay. Whoa, all right. Definitely, guys, check out Nintendo Switch this year for sure. If you haven't already got one, it does make a fantastic gift. It's small, it's compact, it's powerful, though, and it's a lot of fun to play. Like I said, Mario Odyssey, phenomenal game. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Game of the Year, amazing game. Check them both out for sure. And, of course, my pick, actually it just came out last week, I wanted to say. But, as you know, at Tales of the Blade, we do try to push Star Ocean a little bit. Star Ocean 4 came out, remastered for the PS4. It's one of the better titles. It's fun. It's a fantastic game. Check it out for sure. It's like $30, and plus you get a PS4 theme for it. So that was cool. Made me happy. But that's going to do it for this show, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you guys so much for listening. This was Gaming Nation presented by Fandoms Anonymous. Ladies and gentlemen, you know the panelists. Daryl, where can we find you at, man?
Oh, you can find me here every week on Gamer Nation. Of course, you can find me on the Family Anonymous page. I'm always there. You know, just some discussions. I would love to talk about games, talk about the awards, talk about upcoming games. We can even have some console wars.
Dan, where can we find you, my friend?
Hey, you guys can find me on YouTube or Facebook at DBras or the Fan Club. Y'all check us out. We do live music reviews, talk about sports, pop culture, video games. We do it all. Check us out.
That's right, guys. Of course, you can find me also on Gaming Nation and Fandoms Anonymous. But I'm Clay from Tales of the Blade. You can check us out on YouTube.com/Tales of the Blade, also Facebook.com/Tales of the Blade. But I'm going to give it over to Malcolm, the CEO of Fandoms Anonymous. Let him close out the show. Buddy, take it.
Get it.
I just want to say I will be in the studio recording my new hit, I Just Want to Switch for Christmas. It's going to be out this week. I'm trying to get the CD out before Christmas. We're definitely going to have to get that out there to the people to understand the severity of this. You can also find me on Walmart.com, where I'm always hunting for Funko Pops. If you guys missed it, they just had the 4-pack Captain America Civil War with Hawkeye and Spider-Man, and you get a Captain America Funko keychain and an Iron Man Funko keychain. They had it for $5.98. But I bought it at $5.98, and it came in the mail today, but it went back up $5 more. So if you missed it, too bad. But anyway, you can find me on the Fandoms Anonymous YouTube channel. I am Malcolm, and this is Fandoms Anonymous. If you don't know who we are, we're FANDOMS, ANONYMOUS. We're all over social media, including here on YouTube, as well as Facebook and the Facebook group. Don't forget the Gaming Nation group is on Facebook for your enjoyment as well. You can always find us on Instagram, and we're just doing a whole lot of stuff. We're getting ready to head into 2018, man, so there are new ideas, new content coming. We're here. We're just everywhere. Don't forget, check out my track, I Just Want to Switch for Christmas. It's coming out sometime soon. That's all I got to say.
This show not paid for by Walmart. Thank you guys so much for joining.
Not.
And as we always say, if there's anything else, thanks for listening, and have a good one.
Fandoms Anonymous.